actually a little bit more hip than everybody else's, so I figured I'd just recognize that. Man, Alumni Hall of Fame. What an accomplishment. For a young man from Chattanooga, Tennessee, who was raised by a single mom, who didn't have a father there, who had relatives and friends, but didn't necessarily have the guidance that was necessary for a child of my age. I feel the most influential time for a child to chart his or her success in life, it actually starts in between the age of 3 to 7. Now, I might not be 100% correct in this statistic, but that's just my opinion. And now being a proud father of 2 young boys, I plan on being the father to my sons that my father wasn't to me. Now, I have a few stories about my Boys and Girls, or Boys Club at the time experience. But I wanted to just kind of, just really talk about really how hard it was to manage me as a child. You know, finding someone that can handle my energy was really a no man's land. My mother tried cousins, aunts, uncles, and they just couldn't manage me. On weekends, after school, cousins were trying to do what older kids do, so I really didn't have the attention that I needed there. Relatives, they had to work, so they couldn't be there as well. So the Boys and Girls Club was really, really great. Actually, there was one more, that just popped in my mind, there was one more elderly woman at the end of our block on Robin Street. You remember this? Mom, you remember this? So my mom, she gets this elderly woman to watch me. She's like, I think she's like 50. So I'm in this poor lady's house, and just 1 second, y'all want something to eat? I'd like to have like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. I said, I don't have peanut butter. Well, we have peanut butter and jelly at my house. So I'm going through her cabinets. I think I locked myself in the bathroom. I was just really like a little Tasmanian devil. So the next best thing was for my mother to pay someone. At that point, nobody would accept money. So the Boys and Girls Club came at a great time in my life where I would be able to be watched, cared for. As I said, I didn't have a father, so being able to go there at the Boys and Girls Club and find counselors, find young men that would help to mold me, to make me believe in myself, to make me believe that I could do anything that I put my mind to, anything that I strive to achieve, I can, if I just simply believe in it. These are morals that I've learned at home with my mother, but it also learned there at the Boys Club. I have to thank Coach Dobbs, who was my personal coach at the Boys Club for helping to push me when I felt like I just really didn't figure it out. You know, I can remember as a child being very proud of the father that I had because so many people had recognized my dad because he was about 6'5". Obviously, I didn't inherit the height, but everybody talked about him. Man, he was this great athlete. He played basketball, baseball, he did all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, cool. It's a basketball court in there. I'm gonna go figure out how to play basketball. So there's a baseball field outside. So I go play baseball. So I busted my lip because I tried to play umpire. So we played other games, we played football. My mother always tells this funny story about me playing football, flag football, at the Boys Club. So I go home and I think I found it. Mom, I think I really found what I can do. I can play football. They let me play football. I mean, it was pretty unbelievable as little as I was. You guys saw my picture, right? So I get out there and I'm like, okay, they played me a couple of times, but I'm proud. Because I want my mother to believe in me. I want my mom to know that this is a good experience. This has been an incredible experience for me. So I managed to get her to take off work, get there, she leaves work a little early, and this is really a hard time. But she manages to make it there, only to see me there on the sideline, eating cookies. And not just for one evening, all of it. Every quarter, there's another cookie. But I honestly feel like my life's chart was definitely heading in the right direction because of my experiences with Coach Dogger and the other counselors and coaches there at Highland Park. They taught me about teamwork. They taught me about determination. You know, when I had an issue or a problem and I needed someone to talk to, they were there. And a lot of you who are those coaches, I recognize you and I thank you so much because I wouldn't be the usher that I am today without that guidance, without that leadership. You know, they say that it takes a village to raise a child. Well, my village happened to be the Highland Place Boys Club. If they had not invested that time, if they had not made my life a priority, I wouldn't have known my way. I wouldn't have known what it was to fight, to be great at something, to learn how to communicate, to be a strong young man, because I didn't have a father. My father wasn't there for me. You know, I said earlier, you know, I had to find my way. I did. And in time, you know, I kind of look at, I'm sitting over there and I'm like, well, I wasn't tall enough to be like Barry to play basketball. I wasn't quick enough, you know, to play football like Mike. I couldn't really hit hard enough to be Holyfield. And, I didn't really feel confident judging others like Tim, but I did find something, the ability to motivate other youth. So now, as I do everything that I do with my foundation, the New Look Foundation, it is my new village that now is a reality because of the village that raised me. So to the Boys Club and everybody associated with it, Frank, I know you said don't thank you, but I'm thanking you, sir. To everybody that has been a part of this experience, I thank you so much. It is truly an honor to be able to share my experiences with you today and to be alumni and in the Hall of Fame of the Boys and Girls Club.